Hi, thanks for joining us. Let us guide you through our tips for selecting, cellaring and serving wines.
Perfect wines for summer for me are always light, refreshing. I prefer the aromatic white wine styles. I love rosé. I know I've got to make that confession. And of course, don't be afraid of sparkling wines, particularly the lighter, fresher styles made in the pet nats.
The one I picked tonight is the Lewin Estate Series Chardonnay 2017. This wine is super crisp, super clear. Chardonnay for me is really close to my heart because I'm from Burgundy, my accent tells it a bit. And the winemaker Paul Atwood is making a wonderful job in pinpointing and in pointing what Margaret River can do in terms of Chardonnay.
The wine we have here is from the mighty Swan Valley in West Australia, which is one of the, I think, the second oldest wine region in Australia. This is a Tempranillo, Malbec and Cabernet. In terms of wine and food matching, barbecue, any sort of full meat flavour, or mushroom for vegetarians.
I was really compelled to bring along this wine. It's an orange wine, which means it's a white wine produced like a red, where the skins of the white grapes are fermented in the juice of the wine itself. But it's from Great Southern Wine Region, which is kind of one of my secret tips for best wine regions in Australia, let alone Western Australia.
There are some basic rules where, fuller bodied wines go with fuller flavoured foods, lighter wines go with lighter flavoured foods, so you don't swamp the flavours. But there's no hard and fast rules. Drink what you like with what you want to eat.
The first rule is wine hates UV. If you leave your wine in front of some UV light for a few months, well, it will cook and it will smell some fantastic socks. Secondly, wine loves a constant temperature. So every wine, whites, reds, champagne, and even rosé, needs to be cellared between 12 and 14 degrees. Third rule, wine hates vibration. So vibration will accelerate the aging of the wines, and then your wines will have sediment, like a lot of sediment. No one wants a sandy glass of wine. We designed our wine cabinet with some rubbers on our compressors, and all our shelves are in wood to absorb all the vibrations. But the fourth rule is wine needs a constant airflow. Whilst it's really romantic to walk into an underground wine cellar and to see some moldy wines that didn't move for 20 years, you don't really want that in your living room. So we make sure that at Vintec we recreate the exact same condition as you will find in an underground wine cellar, but we add a twist of airflow. For the fifth and last rule, your wines need to be cellared in a constant humidity about 50%. Some of the wines that you will cellar have corks, and corks loves humidity. If you don't have a constant humidity above 50%, your cork will shrink into the bottle and sink. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed our tips for cellaring, serving, and enjoying wine this summer. I learned a lot about wine with you guys, so cheers.
Yes.